Good morning. I am Perdix, and this is my channel. I have recently only started uploading videos that I actually want to try, so it'll mostly be experimental. I might still do some gameplay edits or random ramblings with my friends, but right now I sort of want to do something a bit more educational on my end. I have actually decided to try out this style, so please leave comments on how I am doing so I can improve on these videos. So without further ado, how accurate is Helluva boss with their demonology? We'll start off with Stolas. Stolas is a demon from the Ars Goetia. He is considered to be pacifistic, but you should not confuse that with benevolence. He aided Lucifer by being a guide of the stars, knowledge in astronomy, precious stones, herbs, and poisons. He would share knowledge with this demonic blacksmiths like Mulciber, depicted as an owl or raven. His seal is so. Yes, he'd have a human form, since most of the demons in the Ars Goetia do have human forms or referred to as masculine pronouns. Example being Gremory, who appears as a woman, but in reality is actually referred to as he/him. So as you can see with Stolas, he is by far possibly the most accurate. Even his true demon form, I would argue, is also very accurate as well. He can turn into a human, so I'm not going to knock any of the human forms for Stolas, since he is a human, and the fact that he frequently is shown looking at the stars and also knows when certain asteroids and such will be coming across the planet. He's quite knowledgeable on that, so 8 out of 10. Not perfect, but I can say that he's one of the better scores. It goes downhill from here. Paimon, the king of hell. He is obedient to Lucifer and is the leader of the Ars Goetia. Well, one of them. Upon summoning, he speaks in an ancient tongue and must be compelled to speak plainly by the summoner. He appears as a man on a dromedary, a one-hump camel. He's summoned in with multiple demons and angels, unknown if they are to protect the summoner or are loyal to Paimon, and appears with musical instruments and plays when summoned. His seal is so, the strongest of the Ars Goetia that Solomon can summon. And hell of a boss, he's just a deadbeat dad. What else is new? Is this just something that Vivzi's into, just deadbeat dads or something? Or just deadbeat parents in general? I don't know. He doesn't get much screen time, so I can't really rate him. Design-wise, too far off. He's just another bird. He's just a bird. You'll see a pattern with this. It's just birds. So, in all honesty, 5 out of 10. Don't know much, but his design isn't that good, in my opinion, for the king of hell and the leader of the Ars Goetia. Andrelphus, a marquis of hell, and is one of the more pleasant-looking demons, being a peacock and raises a great noise when summoned. Teaches cunning and astronomy, but in human form, surprisingly, he teaches geometry. Also mentioned in another form that is all the same, but teaches men about menstruation. Yeah, I don't think we really need to know that right now. We have science for that. Ars Goetia are just fucking weird, man. Also shares a spot with Andramelech. Same peacock appearance, but has a human torso and can appear with a mule head. Andrelphus' seal is so. He's okay. I don't get peacock vibes, but I can definitely see peacock. Doesn't look like a peacock to me, in all honesty. Sorry. Vasago, an aged man riding a gator with a goshak on his right wrist with hollow eyes, tells the summoners events of the past and future, discovers hidden items, and is said to have a good nature. Best not to trust him, since he is still a demon. His seal is so. In Helluva, he's just a fruity Spanish guy. They really just made him Spanish because his name sounds Spanish, in my humble opinion. Vasago sounds very Spanish, but nonetheless, he's more so meant to just be more a seer, not really someone with fire or anything. Now on to the actual 7 deadly sins, since Lucifer himself. Asmodeus. Shockingly, he is actually technically the true leader of the Ars Goetia, and is the king of demons. He may be of lust, but it isn't usually carnal or sexual. Primarily is, though, so not gonna knock it for that. But he is just things that lose your eyes from God. A lust for knowledge, a lust for adventure, a lust for anything, really. Appearance is that of a 3 heads, a bull, a man, and a ram. He is capable of spitting fire from his mouth, sitting atop with a lance with a banner on it. Almost like John from Fate. Lustful bastards. Either way, honestly, I kind of do like his design a lot in Helluva Boss, but it does give off too much bird vibes, but I get what she's trying to do with the Ars Goetia with him connecting to it. So honestly, not too bad, but at the same time, I would still prefer if he had sort of a ride where it was like a dragon motif a bit more. But overall, not that bad. Satan technically doesn't exist. Satan is more of a title given to someone who rivals someone religiously. Demon, angel, or man, they're not singular beings. Lucifer, however, is considered the ultimate Satan, which is where the confusion does come from. So, for example, if someone is to just say, oh yeah, he's a Satan, it could just be someone that rivals someone religiously. Not really a demon nor angel. Santanael, on the other hand, is in fact a demon, so they probably should have just called him Santanael or something. Beelzebub, or Balzebul. I don't need to go further. The main demon of gluttony doesn't work well as a hellhound, so they're usually depicted as a giant fly or as a fat man. I do still like the light bug motif that she does have, especially with how her clear body looks like poison from a bug or bug's blood. Best way I can describe it. I don't really know how to explain it that well. Also, hellhounds are not in the Bible, really. That's more like a Greek thing, I believe. We don't have hellhounds in the Bible. Speaking as a Catholic myself. Leviathan, a monstrous sea serpent, embodiment of chaos and envy, will eat the souls of the damned, incorporates souls from those who are far too attached to material things, and the 2-head design is cool, but there isn't really much to go off of, so kinda not that helpful in this context. But overall, I would say that the design is good, but I definitely do feel like it's missing something in my eyes. Mammon, surprisingly, is not a demon, but it is personified at times. Mammon is typically just a term used to describe someone who has excessive materialism, greed, and unjust worldly gain. So a politician, but overall with his design, he is just a Christmas tree in my eyes. He just looks like Adam, but if he wasn't an angel. So yeah, all fine and dandy, but not the best overall. Belphegor, a demon depicted on the shitter. He's the great king of hell and is the sin of sloth. Lucifer may be the leader, but he isn't the king. That title goes to Belphegor. He's usually depicted like a normal demon on a toilet. So I don't really get why they combined it with Baphomet, honestly. Baphomet is a completely different demon and is a completely different sin entirely from Belphegor. So that's it for this video. Please leave a like and comment, maybe even subscribe if you want to. But right now, I don't fully know what I want to do with this channel. I do still plan on doing random edits with me and my friends, just in case you guys want to see that more often. But I did find doing a video like this a lot more enjoyable in my eyes. So I do hope that you find this enjoyable and educational. So have a good day, good night, and have a good one.